What do you call a wine hangover? The Grape Depression. Really? So today's project is getting the cork out of this bottle. But first, some dad jokes. What did the grape say when the elephant stood on it? Nothing, just to let out a little wine. I'm a wine enthusiast. The more wine I drink, the more enthusiastic I get. How do you decide how much wine to drink? You take it on a case-by-case basis. All right, so here's an easy way to remove a cork from a bottle. For anyone that does winemaking, you're always cleaning, reusing your bottle, sanitizing it. Once in a great while, you'll get a cork stuck in it. The simple way to pull those out is with zip tie. Nice big chunky thing at the end. Stick the zip tie in, get the cork down into the neck. And once you can get it in, this is going to be a little more difficult with this one because the cork is broken. But once you can get it in the neck, you can use the zip tie to pull it right out. We've got somebody in the background there offering her opinion on how it should be done. And with this cork, unfortunately, it's broken. It's like a third of a cork left there. So it's making it rather difficult. But I am discovering that it is breaking apart rather easily. But the trick is to get it down, cork down into the neck, and then use the chunky part of the zip tie to catch onto it, and then pull it through. With a normal cork, that goes pretty easy. With a broken little piece of a cork, it's not so easy. But since this cork is dried out, once you catch a piece, you can very easily break it apart. I just broke another chunk off. And take it out piece by piece. There's another chunk. The fresh, wet cork comes out pretty quickly. There's another chunk. We are almost out. There we go. Freshly out. Just that simple. Some people say wine makes you fat. I don't think so. Wine makes you lean against tables, chairs, bars, people. With these labels, sometimes you can pull them off, depending on the label. Sometimes you can scrape them off. I like to use these razor blades, and you can take and generally peel them up. This one's pretty stuck, but you can see it's coming up nicely. Always, always, always be extra careful of where the blade's going when it releases. Make sure you're pushing away from yourself so you don't cut yourself like I could have done if I was cutting towards myself just now. But you can scrape the labels off pretty easily. Usually easier if they're wet. Some labels come off easier than others. This particular one is very stuck on. But that's how we remove the labels just before we wash them. Once we clean this, sanitize it, let it dry, sanitize it again, it is ready to refill and put some fresh wine in. We have an open door policy here. Show up with a bottle of wine and we'll open the door. Once you've sanitized your bottles, you can dry it in a tree similar to this one. It's specifically designed for drying wine bottles. There's a place to hook the bottle on. It'll come down here and just evaporate out of that little space down there once it's all dry. We have a larger tree over here that we can put bottles in and sanitize. There's a pump that goes in the top that sprays the sanitizer solution up into it. What you see at the bottom here is evaporated sanitizer solution, that just like a white saline type powder. I think it's probably some salt that's in the mix there, but this tree lets it dry out the bottles dry out naturally and any moisture fall down into the bottom. And then new corker. Best way to push the cork in, especially when you're doing a lot of wine. A lot of wine. Highly recommend the all-in-one wine pump. I invested in that for Christmas this last year. It's been great. Works very well. Does a phenomenal job. I've trained my dog to bring me a glass of red wine. It's a Bordeaux Collie. I was having wine the other night with my wife. Out of the blue, she said, "I love you. I don't know how I could ever live without you." And I said to her, "Is that you talking or the wine?" And she said, "That's me talking to the wine." Well, that's all I have for you guys. Real quick, simple, easy way to remove a cork. Much easier if it's a full cork, and much easier if it's a little wet. But get it right out, and then you can use the bottle for your winemaking or whatever. Thanks for watching, everyone, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe.